will start streaming soon. Okay, so the stream is started. Yeah. So we were talking about Khushi
Okay.
Pandey's question. She was asking कि कैसे आप मतलब किस एज में that you have also answered like age is not a factor to decide if you are running an NGO or not.
Right. 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 So the other part which she was asking about that, basically if at all they start, then what it should be initial. I mean, they're not able to give time from their work and all things in that way.
Yeah.
So I would say, I mean, to answer that, I was saying that even if she wants, so I would say before doing it, let's. I mean, NGO is not something where you can actually start right away and you can just build it because it has to be controlled and it has to be seen into a I mean some organizational societal situation like let's say there are people suffering from tuberculosis all around India, and you want to solve them, and like how we are helping people who are suffering from blood cancers. So it requires a huge investment and
Mm-hmm.
the entire initial funding. So you should have that. You should be that capable enough to start the initial funding, or you should have angel investors in all of those. And
Mm-hmm.
for that, yes, initially you need to have a dedicated time in all of those. If you're not able to manage in the initial days, I'm sure initial days you will require a huge number of time. I have worked for 24 hours in the initial days. But yes, if you're working, you can still be part of the NGO. So I would say that rather than just going to start the NGO, you can actually be part of an NGO, some other NGO, gain some experience, and then start your own NGO. That should be your head start. That you should gain experience before you invest into it. So gain experience by joining any NGO, not especially Yellow Heart Welfare Association, but also you can be part of other NGOs too. That would be the answer to this.
Okay, Sadiq bhai. Thank you so much for answering Khushi Pandey's questions. Okay, so now we are having with our last cue card that has approximately 8 questions, which are rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Okay, so are you ready?
Okay.
You want to drink some water before
I'm set.
we start? Okay. So
No,
the
no,
first
no, I'm
question
all
is
set.
your nickname.
My nickname, Sadiq.
Or nothing else. Like a nickname that friends have would have given you.
Nothing else, Sadiq.
Okay. Who do you
No,
admire the
Sadiq.
most? Who do you admire the most?
That,
Okay. Any specific reason?
yeah.
Can you please share?
Yes, I mean, yeah, so I mean, long story, but I'll just summarize it very short.
Definitely.
So it's like dad have been into, I mean, obviously for everybody else too,
Mm-hmm.
that dad becomes your guiding factor. But my dad, especially why I admire him the most because he always given me a room and a space that he wanted. He has always, more than a father, he always been a friend. So that, I mean, I was a situation where I would be able to share things and such many situational things where he was supporting me in all of those, and that sort of makes him a role model for me. And I think all of these things which are coming, it's all because of how he supported
Yes,
me throughout.
exactly.
So you need a support, from the family members at all at any point of time. So I think he has been that support for me. That I wanted to do that, he never stopped me. Like do it. And if I wanted to do this, and I was like all from an entrepreneur mindset and the mindset, and I wanted to do everything. I mean, I wanted to be part of every other section, and he was like, he really believed in me, and he really never let me that you don't do it and all of this situation and nothing. I mean, that's what makes him different from, and that's what supported me to drive all of this. Yeah, so that's what.
Yeah, exactly. And I think in India we all need such parents like who can be our friends as well. Friends as well तो छोड़िए मतलब I just want कि यार काश डैड एक बारी just मतलब friend की तरह he would lift me up towards the sky and like just friends do. Okay, so
Right,
the fourth question is a
right, right.
life-changing incident of yours.
Okay, so I mean, life-changing incident. I mean, I mean that it's not incident I would say, but a life changer for me would be. that I never stayed with my parents from throughout. That is again shocking. I think I
Yeah, I know
understand
that.
from all the people. So I never stayed with my parents.
Yeah.
I stayed with my merchant uncle,
Hmm.
mama, and he has raised me up. And I could not stay with my dad and mom because of they were working. I mean, my dad was in government services and he was under transfer, and I had to keep changing the office. And my mama was very much fond of me, and I was the smallest at home,
Hmm.
so they always wanted me to, wanted that I should stay with them. And my nana was actually very much close to me. So those are certain things which happen, and my mom has to leave me actually, to them. And I think that was the best decision. She left me with my mama. So what I have built throughout is
Hmm.
I always, I had that mindset that somewhere whatever I have to do it, I have to do it alone. So
Hmm.
most of the children I see that they have a at least if they have, their parents are around, they will be like at least most of the parents I've seen, they actually support their children so much that even if the children are not doing so well and things, they'll come forward and say, "You support my business. You do business. You don't study. Don't worry. You do it. I have
Yes.
set up things for you." All of those sorts. But while I was growing up, I had nothing. I mean, I had just one mindset that I have no one behind. I mean, parents are here, but they're not close by. And Mama was supporting, but I always had that no, I don't want to do take anything because I always he's actually doing so much of, he was supporting everything. And then I wanted that no, I should stand and do everything of my own. And that mindset has changed me completely. And that's like a life changer for me. That I always had this mindset that I have to do it alone. I have to do it alone.
Hmm.
So it's like, so I always had that eagerness of growing, changing myself, growing better. Every day should be better. Every day should be a different for me. Every day I should grow. Every day I should do something which
Hmm.
gives me a better of myself, and something where I can be independent and can say I can take care of myself. So always had that. So in a very early age I started everything. If you see, I have like so many of companies in a very early age. So that is all because of this mindset which I had, and that was one of the life changers for me. I think because they gave me, I was raised up by my mama. I think. Yeah.
Okay. So the next question is how many times you Google Yellow Heart Welfare Association in a day?
None,
Okay.
none.
Okay. Seriously, you never
I don't
Google it.
Google it. I don't.
Acha, ever Googled yourself?
I, I did Google myself, and I found myself in so many platforms. So why I was Googling is around is, I saw that through lot many medias and platform, you'll be able to see your images and all in the Google image. So right, so I was just Googling around if I have some, bad photos of me kept there. So I was just
Oh,
going
like
through that.
that. Okay. Okay. So this guy was googling himself like if he's having some bad photos. Okay. So the next question is, have you ever been bullied in your school?
Bullied. Yeah, I think yeah, I have been, but I was more of I would say I was more of like a set of friends and groups I had, and I was all set with them, and they were all my I was like on that name, and I was always a good student of my teachers, and teachers were supporting. So if anybody bullied, I just used to go complain, and they
हाँ
used to get
मतलब स्कूल का वो बच्चा है जिससे
huge
हर
gifts
एक बैक
from it.
बेंचर जलता है ना? मतलब
एकदम एकदम
हाँ हाँ
एकदम वो
मतलब
वाली बात होगी.
हर
तो
एक बैक
आई
बेंचर
वाज
के मन में
एक्चुअली
होता है इसको तो
वेरी
कभी ना
क्लोज.
कभी देख लूंगा मैं, ठीक है भाई, तो स्कूल के बाहर निकल मतलब ठीक है, टीचर्स का चमचा टाइप्स.
बट वो बट वो कभी नहीं
जस्ट
देख
किडिंग.
पाए because so what happened is basically yeah, not teacher का चमचा I would say, but it was more like I was good in studies and I was more of competitive mindset.
या
Is like the teacher used to be like एक होते हैं ना तीन चार बच्चे ग्रुप के
हाँ
क्लासेस
हाँ
के जो ऐसे होते हैं
एग्जैक्टली हाँ
कि आज इस क्लास में कौन 98% मार्क्स लाएगा और
हाँ
जो लाएगा उसको आई गिव अवार्ड.
हाँ
एक अलग से टीचर को होके आगे बोलता.
हाँ.
So I was that type of competitor that
ओके.
कोई एक बच्चा है जो मेरे को compete करे, and I was like, okay, I want to be now top one, and and there was an incident as well that there was an award at out of 500 marks you have to get 480
हम्म.
plus marks to get
या.
anything. And there was a girl, very close friend of mine because she was also very studious.
ओके.
So I scored 481, she scored 480.
ओके.
She started crying on the day of parents teacher meet. So I was that set of mindset that that I need to be. So if some challenges comes, I just give it my best. That okay, now I have to do it,
Doesn't matter
whatever
if
it
a
takes.
prize or the award is this much or this much, doesn't matter. I have to gain it. I
No, no,
have
no,
to
no.
gain it.
You just need it.
Okay. So the next question is Sadiq
So all
bhai.
that I just need.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the next question is the most important quality. I don't know from where this question came from. The most important quality that you seek in your life partner.
Okay. Martin.
Uh,
Okay, Martin, that does
okay.
not sound like a motivational webinar, but
Yeah, I
yeah,
already
I
told you
mean,
this. There were
I
some
would
silly
say yes.
questions.
So yeah, so the best thing would be I would say understanding, and understanding quality is one of the very important thing which I really see in other, because I mean somebody who should listen you, I mean understands you more and understands the decision, and also should be have that same mindset that how I am. So that quality I will be mostly looking for.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so the last question from the rapid fire round is your honest reviews for BBC Academy.
Okay, so no, I'm impressed. So I would just say that basically when you told me about it, so I knew that I mean you have been doing for such a noble cause, and I always wanted that it to grow. And why I wanted to grow, because it's for the people, and at a very small amount of 44 rupees and 45 rupees a day, you can
Yeah.
actually be master in Java and all
Hmm.
of those, which actually if you go outside of this after BBC and you see around, there are companies who charge you lakhs of amount just for this. And
Exactly.
somewhere if somebody is giving you a platform and a learning for such an amount of just 44 and 45 rupees per classes, which is less than even 50 rupees, which you spend like that every day on eating samosas and things.
Yeah.
I'm sure that can be, and that was something which I really appreciate Prajwal on this BBC Academy. I would always say that you've been great job in doing this, and
Thank you so
I'm
much for
sure
that.
people
Thank
will
you so much for
understand
that.
it, will come forward, and will sub. So I really want to even ask people that you should come forward and join BBC, because actually you need that change, and and now the world is going towards complete computer science and all of those, and learning a programming language is essential. In fact, programming language is now one of the necessary thing with this, say, after mathematics, how people and children have said that you should be good at mathematics so that your mindset will grow, I mean capabilities of thinking and grow. So I think the same with the programming, because in a programming, more than writing a program, it's all about logic behind. That okay, if
Exactly.
you're given this question, what logic you're going to use that so that it gets solved. Because you can otherwise you can write either with Java, JavaScript, or any programming language,
Hmm.
but the logic. So that that somehow helps you out and you grow.
Oh
So I would
yeah,
say yes,
man. This is
that people should be part of this. Yeah.
okay. So thank you so much for the review, Sadiq bhai. I totally appreciate it, and thank you so much for joining us. And it was great having Syed Sadiq joining BBC Academy's motivational webinar. And I guess कि students को मज़ा आया होगा, definitely मज़ा आया होगा सादिक भाई से मिलने के बाद. और नेक्स्ट वेबिनार तक के लिए हम लोग इंतज़ार करेंगे कि कौन आने वाला है कौन नहीं आने वाला है, ये हम लोग कल रिवील करेंगे. बट स्टूडेंट्स के तरफ से और मेरे तरफ से सादिक भाई, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर जॉइनिंग अस एंड वी रियली अप्रिशिएट योर प्रेजेंस. Keep doing the great
No,
job
thank you
for
so much.
the world,
Thank,
and thank you so much.
thank you, Prajwal. Thank you.
Okay, Sadiq bye, take care, we'll meet soon. गाइस तो यहाँ पर यार मतलब अपना मीटिंग कंप्लीट हो चुका है सादिक भाई से, और लेट्स गेस कि अच्छी खासी मीटिंग रही होगी यार. आप लोगों को मज़ा आया होगा इसके अंदर में. बहुत कुछ सादिक भाई ने बताया और बहुत कुछ हमने समझा सीखा. लेट्स सी कि आपको क्या प्रॉफिट मिलता है इसके थ्रू। जो भी आप लोग में से वीडियो को देखते हो यार, प्लीज़ कमेंट करके हमें बताना कि आपको कौन सा पार्ट सबसे ज़्यादा अच्छा लगा। और सब्सक्राइब करके बेल आइकन को दबा दिया करो यार, क्योंकि अपना चैनल अभी उतना ग्रो नहीं किया है, ठीक है। तो लाइव सेशंस तुम्हें पता कैसे चलेंगे कि लाइव सेशंस शुरू हो चुके हैं। आई गेस कि बहुत बहुत से बच्चों ने अभी ज्वाइन इसलिए नहीं किया क्योंकि उनको एक्चुअली पता भी नहीं था कि लाइव सेशंस चल रहे हैं हमारे, ठीक है। तो बेल आइकन को प्रेस जब तक नहीं करोगे तब तक आपको पता नहीं चलेगा, ठीक है। सो थैंक यू सो मच, लेट्स एंड आवर लाइव स्ट्रीम गाइस। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग।